If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings.
We've been journeying in the wrong direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
DaWise, talk to him.
It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here. Energy. Go within. There's something inside of you. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside of you. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Energy. The first stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are. Energy. It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They can't put negative notions on us. Think about it. Great things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not. Maybe this is the year right here. This is the year for it right here. Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside of you. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Go within. There's something inside of you. We gotta do better collectively, you know? One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't great, because you are.
DaWise.
Energy.
It's a new one right here. Tell me what y'all think about this one. There's a new one right here. Tell me what y'all think.
If heaven is in your mind, you must be heaven sent. If heaven is a bind, you must be heaven sent. 'Cause I'm
That's smooth, right?
and you're for me too.
That's
Yes, I
smooth.
need you, and you need me too. You must be heaven sent. Thought I was living life, then I met you. Feelings cut like a knife, could not forget you. Everything that I thought I knew was wrong. Who'd have known I missed out on love for so long? In that moment, it was crystal clear. If heaven is in your mind,
Yeah,
you must
yeah,
be
that's the guy
heaven
right up there.
sent. If heaven is a bind, you must be heaven sent.
Screen.
'Cause I'm for you,
Tap the
and
screen.
you
Take
for
that.
me too. Yes, I need you, and you need me too.
So yeah, we
You must be heaven sent.
hold on, let me let's play this out.
I thought I had everything, I had the perfect plans, balancing total peace and all of life's demands. Never knew that I planned for a life so fake. Thank God that now I'm wide awake. In this moment, it's crystal clear. If heaven is in your mind, you must be heaven sent. If heaven is a bind,
What's good? What's good? What's good?
heaven sent. 'Cause I'm for you, and you for me too. Yes, I need you, and you need me too. You must be heaven sent.
Right? The lyrics is beautiful, right?
With you, I'm achieving. Now
I
I'm
want to say shout out to the
believing
Atlas
we have
family, man.
something
That's
so
like
real.
they're over here
With
looking
you,
like we got
I'm
the Midas
excited,
cut,
and
you
I
know?
am reminded
gifted.
heaven's more than how you feel. If heaven is in your mind, you must be heaven sent. Heaven sent.
Oh, I
If
try.
heaven is a bind,
I try.
you must be heaven sent.
Oh, you see the shirt? It's nice,
Cause I'm
right?
for you, and you for me too. Yes, I need you, and you need me too. You must be heaven sent. If heaven is in your mind, you must be heaven sent. If heaven is around,
No, I did that. I did that. I put that together. I could have been a construction worker the way I put that together. You know what I'm saying? I could have been a construction worker. Kinda cute. Kinda. Come on. Kinda.
For you, and you for me too. Yes, I need you, and you need me too.
Yeah, I'm a baby maker. You know what I'm saying? I'm a baby maker. You feel me? That's what I do. I make them great. Nah, I'm joking. So yeah, we wasn't live yesterday because I went to go pick up my sons. I was hoping both of them would come. One of them, he's busy. The other one made it. My youngest son made it, and he's 6'5". He's just as tall as me. No, he's 6'3". He's 6'3" or 6'2", 6'3". I'm 6'5". Yeah. Me. I'm the tall one. Yeah. Nasir, come here. So this is my youngest son, Nasir, also graduating this year and turning 18 this year. So great things is happening. He turned 18 and he graduated. So that's great. I don't think they can see you right here though on that one. Oh, now they can see you, but now they can't see you. See, it's tricky. But they don't need to see you for long over there. So yeah, my oldest son, he'll be here later, down, but great things is happening, man. Great things is happening. And we here for it, we here for it. I know a lot of false things have been said about me. And I know we're not going to get no apologies for that stuff. People like to paint certain pictures. He's probably a deadbeat dad. He's probably not in touch with his kids. He probably don't do nothing. But they were saying it as if it was a matter of fact. So, you know what I mean? And it's ironic how, things just happen to not be as what they seem. I mean, funny how things work. Sometimes like this type of stuff, the internet, you want to keep your kids away from it. You know what I mean? You want to keep your kids away from it. But my kids, they game, they like to stream. This is a society where the youth is actually advancing, and we need to pour into that. We need to pour into the youth. So now that he's 18, and he's starting his life, I'm going to help him build, social media platform for himself and build, structure. He wants to do like culinary arts. So we're going to look into that. His uncle does that type of stuff. So it's a lot of different things that, things that can be on the plate, and I think we need more of this in the world as far as men showing a fatherly example, right? Not just to their kids, to other kids too. Y'all keep on saying, oh, he's got a 13-year-old in his house. He got somebody else's kid in his house and blah, 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 blah. But y'all not understanding that the world is going to need that. We don't need people that's just father to their own kids. We need people that's fathering other people's kids. And y'all try to make it seem like, oh, he's a terrible person. He's a bad guy. He's doing this. No, everything I do is transparent. Transparency. I try to operate with the utmost level of communication as possible. And, in the mindset of expecting the unexpected. Things don't always go the way that we plan. That's one thing you can expect in this world. So if you plan something, expect things that go against it. Expect a couple bumps in the road. But later on today, we are going to try to head out to the Cobboat's Landing. The camping place, they got the 4-wheeler and stuff like that. We're going to try to head out there and record, take some you know, figure out if we can get a camper maybe for the weekend or something like that. One of the fours or the we got to see it more. We got to see it more. You know, I'm going to step up to the plate as far as what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, my kids are both becoming men in this world, and the world is the world is not kind to a lot. You know, the world is, so if any way I can help them along the way as far as building a brand, an image, or anything that they want, then I'm going to do that. You know, I always give them the opportunity to choose. You know, and I can't force them. They have to come into how they're coming into this world, you know, the men that they're going to be. And you know, that's just how it is. That's with anybody, you know. But luckily they are into the same stuff that I'm into, gaming, you know, streaming, so on and so forth. So it shouldn't be that, you know, building a platform for them, building, you know, profiles, building link trees, building, you know, whatever. You know, it's going to be fun. You know what I mean? Uh, they don't even make three wheelers no more. Turned out they was too dangerous, and they stopped really making them. Unless you're talking about those, what are they, spiders or something like that. But neither here nor there, you know, great things is happening, not just around me, but if you allow yourself to sit in positivity, great things is happening around other people too, right? My thing is, I don't exploit these things. I don't like try to flaunt my accolades. I don't try to go out and do that macho man, you know, who's the best parent, who's the best this. For what? For what? That's why, you know, a lot of times you see me with the camera off, or a lot of times you see me off camera, is because I want you to listen to what I'm saying more than, you know, the observation of what you're seeing with your eyes. A lot of people, you know, think with their eyes, you know, and that's probably a big problem in this world. But the future, our future generations is what need to be focused on, what we need to be pouring into. We don't need to be, you know, we arguing with each other, but our future generations are crying for help. They're crying for an example of, they want that passion back. You know, they want something to live for, thrive for, you know. This PayPal is going to change. I got to change this PayPal. I think Ralph DaWise, I think I have a Ralph DaWise PayPal. You guys tell me if it's working. Uh, I got to log into it. Because I want to protect people's and they already done looked this person up and everything like that, you know. So that's crazy. Um, so we're just gonna put it at Ralph DeWise at Gmail. Um, yeah. So we're gonna put it at Ralph, yeah, Ralph DeWise at gmail.com. We're gonna put it at that one. Because I don't do that whole other people, you know, enough is enough at this point. Who, Nasir? Nasir come a long way, man. Nasir come a long way. That boy just as tall as me. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Stand on this side. Let me see.
I'm almost there.
Almost there. Almost there. You're not there yet, though. Almost there. Almost there. He's still growing though, so he's still growing. Oh, slingshots. Okay, okay, slingshots. Yeah, a lot of people be renting out them slingshots. He is just as tall. I'm 6'5". He's 6'3". He's 6'3". He gonna get taller than me. He probably get to like 6'7", 6'8". something like that. Sky's the limits, right? Yeah, he chill. I just got off the phone with my dad, so we're gonna try to, swing by there, in the next 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Like I say, we trying to go to the little Witchacombe place to check that out, talk to that guy. He said he's doing the homestead too, so we're gonna talk to him about greater things as we approach this. And like I say, I want to bring, him into a greater understanding of unity. Like a lot of times I think we failed our youth because we keep on saying they got to go out there and do the things that we had to do or go through the struggle like we had to go through it. Really, we were supposed to establish something that we can leave to them to make it a little bit easier for them, you know, and responsibilities, they come when they come, whether on purpose or accidental. You deal with it. But when you get in the proper mindset, you realize the goal is longevity, right? The goal is to achieve a level of longevity that is capable of sustaining, you know, generations, right? Generational wealth, right? If we're not building towards that, what are we doing? That's why, it takes a collective, it takes a network, people supporting the right things, people pouring into the right things. If we want to see it, we got to pour back into it, right? We can't see it and then ignore it like, oh man, that's what you're supposed to do. Well, if that's what we supposed to do, why ain't everybody doing it? If we all supposed to father the world, why ain't more men being fathers in this world? You know, I not only try to give my kids proper guidance, but I father other people's kids in this world, in the physical, you know, and I don't speak about it. I just do what I'm supposed to do. If your kid around me, they getting fathered. I don't care. I'm going to look out for them. I'm going to make sure they ain't doing nothing dumb. I'm going to try to speak life into them. If they around me, they getting fathered. I don't care. But that's just my mindset. I've been that kid, that felt like I didn't have a father. I've been that kid in foster homes, group homes, sitting there wondering, what was wrong with me, right? And I told myself that I'll never make nobody else feel the way that I felt. And I stand by that. So however we perceive this world to be, it's based off of your perception of this world. If you want to be greater in this world, you do it without wanting the recognition of other people. Other people are only going to recognize what they want to recognize. They're not going to recognize you for greatness. They're not going to recognize you for being the upstanding man. They're not going to recognize you for walking away. I once walked away from a situation and somebody said, "Oh, yeah, you walked away. You let her beat on you and then you let her son beat on you and you ain't do what you want me to do. Fight a kid, fight a woman? That's not in me. I ain't never been that type of person." So the mindset of some people is off. The mindset of some people is a macho thing. It's a you know who can piss the furthest. It's not about what a man is. A man do what's supposed to do out of logically, right? Even if it comes to separating themselves from a situation, a man's gonna walk away from a situation. If a situation is toxic to both of us, let me walk away. Let me be the bad guy. Let me walk away the bad guy, right? Nobody sits there and keeps on adding toxicity to toxicity, realizing that it's toxic and still stay in it. That's not what. Hey, you got to have willpower in this world, proper discernment in this world. These people ain't operating right. Now, they done tried to out my life and do all of this stuff. You think any of them gonna come usher an apology? I bet not. I bet you they don't. You think they gonna come and be like, oh, we apologize? Da, da, da. Nope. They done made money off of it, defaming my character. You know what I'm saying? They made currency off of talking about it, right? But they'll tell you, I'm militant with my son. My son's 2 years old and knows not to mess with me. You're militant with a 2-year-old? Make this shit make sense. Make it make sense. I'm militant with my son. My son know not to mess with me. What? With a 2-year-old? What you cornbread, go get my butcher nut. Get your ass out of here. Y'all playing games. Y'all don't, a lot of people don't know what it's like. It wasn't us, it wasn't up to us as parents to try to hide our kids from the world. It was for us to observe the world that they got to live in and then give them the proper guidance in that. The world that they living in ain't the world that we lived in back in the day. It's not the same. They don't have to worry about the same stuff we had to worry about. They got to worry about, their reputation being crushed. They got to worry about a video being, going viral of them. We didn't have to worry about that. We had to worry about what? Somebody talking about us for a week and then something else will happen. Some grapevine stuff, right? Wait for the next conversation, the next town over. Half the people only knew about 3 towns in their, area. You didn't have Google Maps. You didn't have none of this stuff to get you around that make you just want to go do stuff. You didn't have all of this stuff. The best thing you had was a hotline where you can call and leave messages and tag each other and talk to each other and so on and so forth, and they got a lot more stuff to worry about than we got to worry about. The stress. These kids is, toxicities became the new norm. Putting each other down is normal now. They're forcing each other to live in ego and pride. We didn't have that. We didn't have that force to live in ego and pride. We actually had a little bit more freedom. We rode our bikes. We went and bought penny candy. Not these kids can't do that. They gotta get on the bus. They gotta do this. They gotta do that. We gotta, you know what I mean? And the thing about this is like the journey is not really based off of how it started, it's based off how it ends. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't think this is the ending of this journey as far as how we, connect with our youth. I think there's a greater way to connect with the youth, but it has to take us to be open-minded. The youth, their minds are already wide open. They're sponges. But it's got to be us that's keeping this world the way it is. It's got to be the elders, the older people that's keeping this world. We're not pouring into them. We're not making education fun again. We're not pouring back into that. We're not showing them an amazing world. We showing them responsibilities and a trap into corporate America and like we're not showing them a proper elevation. If we work hard, why should they have to? Didn't we work hard so it can be easier for them? Ain't that what we said we did it for? So why y'all mad that y'all kids is lazy? Pat yourself on the back. Y'all did that. Y'all made life that easy for them. Pat yourself on the back. You did it. Why you mad your kid ain't got no? Pat yourself on the back. You did it. You made life that easy. But it's up to you to reach the level of understanding that's needed in order to reach your kid. You might have to try a couple of different things. You might have to, you might have to play Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, Stop being so closed off. Oh, that ain't me. Oh, that ain't this. Listen, if my kid into it, I'm into it. What are you talking about? That's the only way we're going to fix it is to try to learn what they into and then grow with that. If they into it, I'm into it. What you into? I'm into it. What you and unless it's some weird and strange shit, and if it's weird, I ain't doing it. Like count me out. Like if limit the limits of what they into, right? Because some of these kids is into some weird shit. You have to adjust. Absolutely. You have to be the one to adjust, If you the adult in the situation, then why are you gonna keep on dealing with a kid? No, it doesn't make sense. Is you supposed to make the adjustment in order to build and grow into that, you know what I mean? Whatever it could be. And if it's nothing there, then you have to accept that it's nothing there, right? A lot of us don't accept that it's nothing there. A lot of us, we take these titles, but we don't really uphold those titles, right? We don't really uphold those titles. We take the titles, but we don't uphold them. A lot of people walking around with titles that they don't deserve. There's a lot of people in your family that got some titles they don't deserve. You know what I mean? But for anybody that's on Energy of Atlas or the other page, we are monetized on Ralph DaWise. So get over there, become a member. I want to see more members in the chat, right? If you're on TikTok right now, we are over on Ralph DaWise, right? If you are a supporter, hit the Cash App. We're trying to get around and get some places, but that's neither here nor there. Everything is much obliged. We just got work to do in this world. Collectively, we got work to do in this world. Individually, yes, we are going through it, but collectively we got work to do. But if it takes a lot of people to do a little bit, great things happen out of that. It just takes a lot to do a little. You ain't got to try to do it all. A lot of people want to try to get the whole. If everybody got a shovel, you don't have to fill your shovel up. You do what you can. You know what I mean? That's the whole helping process. You know what I mean? You don't got to fill your shovel up. You do what you can. You lift what you can. You move what you can. When I used to work at warehouses and stuff like that, people used to be like, "Yo, man, calm down, bro. You making us look bad. You making us have to work harder." How? I'm working at my pace. I need you to work at your pace. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, so however you look at it, it was. Oh, you talking about no nuts? Yeah, you knew he was coming back. Come on, man. All that talk that he doing, man. He's sitting here using people's funds to go on vacations and make it seem like he doing this and doing that. And then, oh, I'm back. He talk all that shit about America, so on and so forth. Hey, I'm back. And man, cut it out. Hey, appreciate the super chat. Love is love. Namaste. Ashe. Salutation. Shalom. Peace. We already said it. Everything they do, and we already predicted all of it. We already predicted all of it. Most of it is money grabs. And I get that. Listen, people are trying to find their own way out. But if you ain't pouring back in and people can't see that, then, the pour in is corrupted already. You know what I mean? The pour back in is corrupted already. And for sure, you got to look at, what's happening in this world right now. People are building collectives with people. People are growing with, other people, and trying to find a vibration that sits right with them. And we're all doing it. We just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, man, I don't want to hang out with the same people no more. Some people are like, man, I'm tired of the same old, same old. And, some people are stuck in it. Some people are stuck in it. And that's the narrative of this plane. That's what's happening right now. You see it, you might not want to speak on it, but you know what's happening. You know what's happening. It's the upside down world. It's being revealed to you. We are in the upside down world. Yes, we is. Yes, we is in the upside down world. Because how you explain all the things that don't make sense? There's a lot of stuff that just don't make sense that's happening right now. Right? And nobody's like, even all the disinformation that's going on, even all the negative that's going on, even the people who's contributing to it, right? The people, it's all confusing. It don't make sense. So now you have to ask yourself, is that the job of it? Is that the job of it to keep you in confusion? Is the job of it to keep you confused? Because if so, bravo. Bravo. They are doing a excellent job at keeping people confused. Excellent. That's the truth. The truth is there is an excellent job happening of that. It's funny, but it's true. And people are not coming to the realization of it, or at least not caring for it enough. If you ask me, something is off, because why ain't nobody else, not only ain't nobody else observing this, no one else is even trying to speak on it. Why is nobody trying to speak on it? That's the question. Nobody's trying to speak on it. Everybody want to act like it's not happening. Everybody want to pretend like they don't see it. Why? Why? Ask yourself that. But, you know, as you move forward with this world and how everything is happening and taking place in it, right, you start to have a different understanding for it. You start to have a different level of notion for this world, and that's where you have that discernment. I guess that's where your discernment should be, right? That's where your discernment should be. So it's like if you practice in proper discernment, if you practice in these things, then that's where your discernment will be at, right? And the thing about it is, like, people are trying to judge other people. People are trying to, you know, um, dictate, narrate, and determine who can do what, who is labeled this and who's labeled that. And everyone's using some form or another of manipulation, right? 1 second. One second.
Oh, 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 oh. You mad 'cause they love me. I said you mad 'cause they love me. They wanna vibe with the love is love. They wanna vibe with love is love. They wanna vibe with love is love. They wanna vibe with love is love. Oh, oh, oh. Seems you got problems every day. Always got trouble coming your way. If you gon' dish it out, then take it. If you gon' wish it out, just face it. And don't be mad to hear me say, because you mad 'cause they love me. I said you mad 'cause they love me. They wanna vibe with love is love. 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 Always what's happened to you. How about them crazy things you do? If you gon' dish it, then eat it. Hungry ego and you feed it. Starve yourself of what is true. Because you're mad 'cause they love me. I said you're mad 'cause they love me. They wanna vibe with love is love. 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 Oh, oh, yeah. They love me, they love me, they love me. Oh, oh, because you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, cause they love me.
All right.
I said you're mad, you're
Can y'all hear
mad,
me?
you're mad, you're mad, cause they love me.
Every time you hear the song, you think your computer jumping. Hey, them songs is the shit. Come on. Them songs is good. Um so it's a lot of different things that's happening in this world, you know, people being people. That's all we can say. You know, people are being people. Okay. And that's a good thing, I guess. You know, people are going to be people, regardless, however we look at it. Reality, great things is happening. We're under the Aquarius sky, and it's a time for change. It's a time for renown, right? You know, it's a time for, growth and, building into a better ideal structure through exemplar measures of being better, right? Like, so we're all a part of this, whether you want to be or not. You're a part of it, right? Um you can act like you're not. You can sit there and say, this ain't got nothing to do with you, and that's cool. You got the right to pretend. You got the right to pretend like this ain't got nothing to do with you, and so on and so forth. You have the right to do that. Um, hold on. All right, everybody, try that new PayPal. If you can send PayPal, send it to this new PayPal to see if it works. Just send like this Ralph DaWise PayPal. Send it to this PayPal. See if it works. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah. Send like $200. Make sure it works. I got my phone right in my hand. You did not send me no code. You did not send me no code, PayPal. Yeah, the Ralph DaWise Gmail. Trying to get into it now. Yo, stop the cat. Lady T is exposing the not a lot of money she gave him. And so now oh, Lady T, where? On what page? On what page? I was waiting for that to happen. Damn, I told y'all it was about to go down, basement. I told y'all it was about to go down. Now, the question is, do y'all think it's a way to make money? Or do y'all think it's you know, but where's Lady T at exposing him? She's doing it live or where's she at? She, she ain't had a check. She couldn't cut the check. She couldn't cut it. You know, she might have been sending 200 or 300 there every now and again, but she wasn't cutting. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't cover his expenses, you know, the cocaine habit, all the other things. Is that who got the name tatted on the neck? Was Lady T? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. And now she falling out with him after getting his name tatted on the neck. Shut up. Come on. Is that a way to build a page and make money? Is this a way for her to build and make money? Is this how they doing it? Like pretend like it's a toxic thing going on? Why? What happened to his phone? Why he needed a new phone? Is everything falling apart? Is everything falling apart like we said? Is everything happening just like we said? Well, we called it. We did say, told you so. I mean, we don't need to say told you so because we did already call it. We literally gave a play by play of what was gonna happen. Come on. I'm trying to make sure. Come on now. Y'all doing too much extra verification ass shit. There ain't no possible way. PayPal doing this much. No, what the hell? Yeah. Nah, that ain't working. That is not working. You're not sending the code. You got to send the code for me to actually put a code in. Come on. I know you're not moving like that, PayPal. I was lost when I saw that tattoo. That's what I'm saying. Like, you went and got the tattoo. You went and got tatted up. Playing with each other's mental, man. For clicks and views. For clicks and views. You hear me? Okay. Now try to send it to that PayPal to Ralph DaWise. Now send it to Ralph DaWise. If anybody wants to check, because I had to make sure I had to get in. I can get in it. I had to make sure that I can get in it. They had to do 7 bot programs. Listen, y'all see all the beautiful things that's happening. Now, y'all also see those who are supposed to be exposed are what? Getting exposed. Are they not? They're getting exposed. They don't have to do anything. We don't have to do anything.
You are a sick individual. You know that boy is obsessed with me, and you going over there praying on him to buy. You are so sick. Girl, I can show you the paperwork. I make 2.5 times the amount of money now that I got rid of you out of my life. And when I get rid of him from the inside out, I feel like I'm going to go up to about $20,000 a month. Don't nobody play with my soul or try to trap me. You are a nasty, cruel ass bitch. Death don't do you justice, ho. You already dead on the inside. You stupid. You are literally delusional to sit there and pay this boy to talk to him behind.
This one's for no nuts. The fraud, the faker, the coward. Let's go. No nuts, you a threat, that's a comedy skit. Act hard in person, but you never commit. Sniffing that powder, trying to boost your flame, but your brain glitching, lost in the game. Push it out for me, that line is old. Fake flexing diamonds, but your jewelry's cold. Mean for no reason with a grin full of spite, but you fold when it's real, never stand in the light. Low budget actor can't
She can change it to donut. She can change that to donut. It'll be easy to cover that up.
No nuts got charges, you wildin' again. Fake lawyer talking, but can't even pretend. Picked on a queen, cause she cut off the cash. Now he crying in DMs, looking real trash. Push it out for me, nah, push that plea. You a fraud with a script, no law degree. Big threats, no spine, just powder and cap. You a whole case file in a diss rap track.
What's good? What's good?
Your bluff too soft. Google law head, fake docs in hand. Can't spell your name, but wanna take a stand. Crying to fans, begging for bills, but threatened women got zero chill. Acting like you run the scene, but shiver when it's heat like a dope fiend. Trying to flex woke, say you the one, but you dark in the heart and dumb in the sun. Wigs stay on, blue coat for days. Say you chosen, boy you lost in the haze. Ain't it like just snow in your dome? Got a YouTube glow, but no real home. Loud on the net, but your soul stay fake. Talk peace, live hate, you a walking mistake. Push it out for me, now push that fraud. You recycled your look and you front like a god.
Man, what the fuck is this?
Go fund me for a dream you won't chase. Scamming with catchphrases, stealing the base. Fake nose, fake teeth, lies in your grin. You ain't built to win, you just built for sin. SSI checks, but you flex online. Playing like a boss with a squatter's spine. Creators see you and they duck quick. You a mimic, a menace, a habitual trick. Beating old women, bro, you sick. Squatting in homes, pulling leeching tricks. HIV housing, still acting elite. But you ain't paid rent, just lying in the street. Racist clown, hating your kind. Black man bashing black women online. You harass, you threaten, you live for the shame. But karma don't miss and it's calling your name.
I told you he went out there to be a porter poppy. I told y'all what he went out there to be. He went out there to be a porter poppy. He was coming. He was always coming back. It was always in his plan to grift the money to come back. He went out there to be a porter poppy. I'm trying to told y'all. Him's a porter poppy for sure. All right, guys. We definitely got to do a watch party in the Discord. Well, you know, my son is here, so definitely got to put in some time with him. Got to get him something to eat because we just, you know, rolled in. So then we got to drive out to that camp place, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, if anybody can contribute, please hit the cash at $5, $10, $20, $30. It goes a long way, you know what I'm saying? My car is easy to fill up. You hear me? My car is easy to fill up. It takes about $30 to fill it up. You know, it takes about $30 to fill her up, you know, and then we can just, you know, get to the next destination. We balling on a budget right now. You feel me? We balling on a budget right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how far we can get. You know, if we don't get it, we just got to stay still for a little bit, right? But you guys are helping me along this journey, so that's a beautiful thing. You know, collectively, you're helping me along this journey. You know, whether you want it, whether you know it or not, you're a part of this. You know, so If you can, just put good thoughts on it. Even if you can't, just put good thoughts on it, and somebody else might. You know what I mean? What song? You hear a song? What song? You hear a fire song? I don't hear it. Somebody hear a song? What song? You hear a song? Yeah, just hit the cash app. Just $20, $25. Just hit it. Just hit it. Don't be afraid. Just hit the cash app. Candace, what's good with you? Hit the cash app. I had to go pick up the boy. I got Nasir with me. Sincere I gotta go back and pick him up next trip or something. He was with his girl. And y'all know I don't like to linger or argue. What's good? What's good? Hope all is well, or as well as can be. Shut up. Ain't nobody get, man. He was supposed to be staying over there. He was supposed to be going over there staying, right? Remember, he was talking about my Brazilian friends is so much better, right? Right? Wasn't he saying that? My Brazilian friends is so much better. My Brazilian friends don't think like them American people. You Americans are this and that, so on and so forth. That's what he was saying. He said, and that's why I chose to stay in Brazil. Blah, 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 blah. Get your lying ass. Get your ass out of here. Every time you go to Brazil, something happens that make you gotta rush back to America. Last time it was, I need you guys to pray for me and send me whatever. I'm going through something. And this time, same thing. Why you keep going back to Brazil if bad shit keep happening to you in Brazil? Because you not right in the head. You going to be a porter poppy. Every time they piss on you, something else happened in your life. They pissed on you this time, and Lady T done jumped out the window. Metaphorically, not in real life. YouTube, not in real life. Metaphorically, like she's no longer dealing with him. Ain't no, he living with a white. He over there with that white guy, living it up with that guy. You know what I'm saying? With turtle doves. They got turtle doves, probably got twin bracelets or something. He every time he say he going to the gym, y'all know what he doing. He not really going to work out. You know what I'm saying? When he say he going to the gym, you know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? He gotta sell that. He gotta sell that. You know what I'm saying? That white dude might be pimping him. He might be getting pimped. He might be taking these trips to Brazil and stuff like that because that's his getaway. Like that's his pimps. Like his pimp, like, all right, I got somebody that's gonna fly you out to Brazil. And remember, it's no holds bars, whatever they want. When they do it big like this, you have to apply. He probably still got some in his ear all over the place. Good drugs and did the dick. Nickelodeon. That's all he getting. That's all he over there getting. He's a fly out. He's a fly out male whore. That's what he is. He a male whore. Yeah, that's what he is. He knew he wasn't going out there alone, just like when he went to Canada. You don't never see no sightseeing or nothing. He is a bed hopper. He goes to those places, they put him in a hotel room and pound his ass out and send him back to America. That's what they do. Pound his ass out and send him back. Go to Canada, pound his ass out, send him back. Let him eat at little restaurants and shit like that. He think he dining out, think he a diva. I'm a baddie. You know what I'm saying? And send his ass back. That's what they do. Pound his ass out and send him back. I'm a baddie. Look at me. I'm going to go to Hibachi. I'm going to eat lobster and shrimp and VO. I'm a baddie. Yeah. Yeah. Got your ass in a whole headlock. Hucklebuck. Don't know which way he going. He's upside down world for sure. Got a nerve to be grifting. He grifting money off these women, and he want the same shit they want. They on here chasing ding-a-ling. He on here chasing ding-a-ling. He using their expenses to chase the same thing. Make that shit make sense. He using their resources to get the same thing they going after. They get names tatted on their necks, trying to be seen. They're not, we love you. Setting up people in their Discord, trying to cause arguments for him to grift money from. They're not, look at me. I'm doing this for you. And he out here looking at the same thing that they looking at. Dick prints, gray sweatpants. He out here chasing the same shit they chasing. Penis. Huh? He trying to motherfucking pick Peter's Piper. Trying to pick the same pepper Peter picked. That what the fuck he doing. He out here trying to pick Peter Pepper's Piper. Trying to pick the same pepper Peter picked. Huh? Yeah. Out here looking at dick prints. Trying to make it seem like he's the ultra male and shit like that. Out here looking at dick prints. You trying to get somebody to conquer you. You want somebody, that's what you want. You trying to get somebody to tame your ass. Trying to get somebody to come in and tame your ass like a wild bull. That's what you want. Nasty, sick individual. That's what he is. Nasty, sick individual. Out here playing with these women's mental, making it seem like he gonna convert over to some cootie cat, knowing damn well he trying to get a bone. Why must I be like that? Why must I taste the cat? It ain't nothing but the dog in me. That motherfucker trying to get pounded out. Nasty ass nick. Trying to put other stuff on other people, trying to say people got HIs and everything like that when he was living in the home. You know what I'm saying? Coming out looking sick as hell now, face sunk in. You need what they call what do Diddy, he going to them freak offs. That's what he's doing. He's a part of that Diddy shit. That's why he go to Canada for a freak off. He go to Brazil for a freak off. That's where he go for a freak offs. He need to get some liquid treatment, fluid back, whatever that's called. He don't got enough fluid in him body. Him body drained. You can't pour out that much fluid out your body in multiple directions. You got to put it back. Somebody got to put that fluid back. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go strenuous like that. You know what I'm saying? You drain, you dry. You dry, my boy. You dry. Your acting your acting is all washed up. You're getting exposed left and right for your, fraudulent activity on here. And that's why you wanted to come against my page, because you knew we ain't stand for that shit, and you knew you was a part of that shit. That's why you try to catch me up with that bullshit ass bike thing. That's why I knew something was wrong with that whole bike situation, because he didn't contact me after until I showed the bike that I bought for $7. After I showed the bike that I bought for $7, then he contacted me like, yo, we got to go live and say that I sent you that money on Cash App, blah, 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 blah. We got to do a live about that. So I'm going to invite you over to do a live about it. But it was the same day that I posted 7 riding the bike down the street, right? But it's been 4 days before that. He ain't contacted me. So I'm like, all right, let me post this, that, because I seen the rumors going around where Jaguar was like, or Maggie was like, oh, he's scamming over there. He's doing a GoFundMe for a bike, and I bet you there's no bike in sight. I proved them wrong right there on that one, right? Showed them a bike, right? Even with the car thing, they can't say shit about the car thing, because what happened? Proved them wrong with the fucking car thing, right? Can't say nothing about my kids, because what happened? Prove them wrong with the kids thing. Show that I'm not only in other people's kids' life, I am in my own kids' life, right? Every damn negative thing and fraudulent lie that they put on me has been proven, and I didn't even have to do a thing. All I had to do was continue operating how I operate, right? Miss Cleo over there talking about she got pictures of me with a 600-pound woman on my Facebook, so on and so forth. Everybody in my life know I ain't never been with no motherfucking 600-pound woman. So These people literally on here defaming people characters, tearing people down, and then they want you to jump through loops to prove that your life is real when they really the ones on here doing fraudulent shit. They really ones on here fucking shit over. For real. That's weird. No, he is not. No nuts is not by, man. He want ding-a-ling. That man think he is a diva. He trying to get somebody to ride his pony. He think he genuine. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get somebody to jump on it. Let's do it. Riding my pony. He trying to get somebody. I'm trying to tell y'all what he want. He want the same shit they want. He wants somebody to, push it out for him. He wants somebody to, you know what I'm saying? That's what he want. You know? He looking for that masculine man that's going to, grab him and sit him down and say, cut it the fuck out. He going to say, ooh, do it again. You know what I'm saying? That's what he want. That's what he want. He want that masculine energy that's going to grab him like, sit your ass down and cut it out. Ooh, do it again. Do it again. That's what he want. Y'all know that's what he want. Come on. Don't make it seem like I'm the only one that don't. Y'all know that's what he want. Do it again. Like P. Diddy said, I like it when you scraping and scrambling, daddy. That's no nuts. I like it when you scraping and scrambling, daddy. Yo, that's him. He don't want that. He don't want that silhouette of a perfect phrase. Silence of your smile will always remain. He don't want that. You know what I'm saying? He don't want that. Y'all know what he want. You know what I'm saying? He want that. You know what I'm saying? Do the home, man. Do the home, man. He want that. You know what I'm saying? He want that. Y'all know he want that. Nigga is a ding-a-ling warrior. You hear me? That nigga's a ding-a-ling warrior. He like it. He like to tackle penises with his face. And that's no shade on the community because to each his own, you know what I'm saying? To each his own. I respect everybody preference. But when you got somebody like that, being a homosexual, like, come on, man. I got to point them out. You making it look bad for the real LGBTIQ community. You out here, you know what I'm saying, making it look bad for the real people that's out here trying to get along with the heterosexual. You out here causing fights with heterosexuals, trying to make it seem like heterosexuals want you and shit like that. You trying to pretend, make the girls think that you gonna give them a seed or something like that. You know damn well you is not about to do none of that stuff. Not near, not none of that. Like you is a ding-a-ling dangler. Like that's what the fuck you like. You like mushroom stamps and tea bags. That's what the fuck you like. You is not on no. Stop trying to make it seem like you gangster. Stop trying to make it seem like you know what I'm saying. Listen, you build up all this energy so somebody can find you and fuck you. That's what you do. You build up all this weird ass energy so somebody can find you and fuck you. That's it. You weird as hell. Arguing with the wrong people. Oh, ding-a-ling dangler. They know he is not supposed to be a part of no society. They is not supposed to have him out here allowing him to run rapid on people. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This dude literally tries to make himself seem like a sex symbol, you know. His baby mom said that. His baby mom said he paid no child support and only gave her $100 for diapers. That's crazy. All this money he's supposed to be making on YouTube. You ain't taking care of that baby. Damn. Damn. And women support that. Damn. And here I am, a father taking care of mine, and y'all trying to throw dirt on me. Damn. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. Lady T, you owe me an apology. Matter of fact, where Lady T at? Send me $300 today. No, I'm joking. I don't want your money. Your money's no good here. It's for all the wrong reasons. You keep your did not. Did not come this way. Fuck that. We don't want you. We don't want you. We don't need you. And we can't do nothing with you. What's up? What's up? Where's you back from your now Sarah's in the living room. She probably taking a nap. So Sarah didn't come, he stayed with the truck. Yeah, I didn't want to argue with him about it, so I just was like, how that go? He 18. He 18. You know, once they're 18, they got to make the choices on their own. Can't force them. Once they're 18, you can't force them. Life is just gonna keep lifing. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all support. Hit the Cash App, the PayPal, one method or another. Damn, autocorrect. What autocorrected? Oh, Childish Bambino. I want to tell you, we got some more players that's on the team now for Call of Duty, so we might be able to get some good, drop lobbies. So my son plays, and then 7 plays, so that's 3 of us right there. And then if you play, that's 4. So I'm about to make a stream team. We're gonna do like a fish bait thing though. Like basically one person's gonna run around with swords and pull teams to us, and we just gonna take them out. They're not. Yo, the knot is falling apart right now. See, that's what I'm saying. He should have just welcomed me to the platform. It would have been a good, diverse platform, and he would have been all right. But he wanted to do the whole negative thing. Like, why he wanted to try to beef with us? Don't you know the universe don't play about us? Huh? He had to find out the hard way the universe don't play about us. We ain't had to do nothing. We just sat here and kept on doing what we regularly do, right? And the universe showed him like, oh, you messing with the wrong one. I don't play about that one. Shaboom. Boom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, everybody, please, if you can, please hit the Cash App, $2. Matter of fact, everybody just hit the Cash App for $5. Just treat me like McDonald's and just throw $5 at me. You don't even need the McDonald's. Be honest with yourself. You don't need it, right? It's 30-something people in here. And if everybody threw $5, it would be a pretty number, right? But we know everybody's not going to do it. So everybody think about other people doing it. And then maybe we'll get 15 people to do it, right? And if 15 people do it, that's. And then later on, we got to go mobile from the phone because we'll be out on location. So we're trying to head in that direction. Later on, we're going to, we'll be out on the phone. So you'll get to see us walking out and about. Yeah, she Pain's living her best life, you know what I'm saying? Big chilling. He over there falling apart with the little bit of supporters that he got left. And Lady T, you welcome to come over here and become a sister wife and start supporting over here. I promise you, I don't even know who got the applications for the sister wives, but it's a lot of them. And you welcome to come over here. You could just be anonymous. We don't even need to know that you in here. You know what I'm saying? And you could come over here and you could support us all you want, and I guarantee you, we gonna love you for it. Matter of fact, you can get Ralph DaWise tattooed on your ankle. How about that? You got the knot on your neck. You can get Ralph DaWise tattooed on your ankle and get Sister Wives tattooed on your ass. And you could just come on over here and be a part of the Sister Wives, you know. But we here. You know, we here. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now because it's ad-less for life. So yeah, we got great things happening over here. You know, our Explorer program is, great, you know what I'm saying? And plus, come on, why you don't want to see God, you don't want to see a man, showing his son, how to become great in this world, or at least having that chance to move towards that, right? I think we need more examples of that. So y'all help me make America great again. How about that? One project at a time. We're moving towards greatness. One project at a time. We're moving towards a level of greatness. And that's a beautiful thing. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, it's an hour and 36 minutes to get there. His face make you sick and his voice always begging. Yeah, I know. I gotta go, get him something to eat before we leave and then try to roll out, So, if you can, hit the Cash App, you can. If you can't, greatly, love is love. Will be the next thing will be out on location somewhere. So the next live we do will be out there. We're gonna head that way and meet, speak to the campground owners, so on and so forth, and see what the ticket is on one of the spaces out there and how to go about doing that. And we might be out there, we're definitely gonna have to come back here and do a live tonight, but we might be out there for, let's put this together. Okay, we got this. We can outshine them. Do you hear me? We can outshine them. All we got to do is keep letting our word be our bond. Do you get me? The car lives is cool, but now it's gonna be even better because I got Nasir with me, so the conversation it won't look like I'm talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? It don't look like I'm talking to myself with somebody else in the car with me. So it'll be better now. The car what you call it, be better now. And then once I get the phones on and everything working, then the other phone, because I need two phones. I need one to stay live and then the other one to navigate because I got to put the GPS on. But we working on some stuff. It's slowly but surely coming together, but we're working on it, and we're gonna outshine them. We're gonna outshine them because we already doing it. All we got to keep on doing is letting our word be our bond. We're gonna see great places. We're gonna do great things, and we just gonna keep on pushing because it's a wave. So we might as well just ride this wave. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna do, right? And we're gonna keep them mad.
Oh, 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 oh. You mad, love is love. They wanna
vibe with love is love.
They wanna vibe with love is love. They wanna vibe with love is love. Oh, oh, oh. Hey. Seems you got problems every day. Always got trouble coming your way. If you gon' dish it out, then take it. If you gon' wish it out, just face it. And don't be mad to hear me say, because you mad, you mad, you mad, you mad cause they love me. I said you mad, you mad, you mad, you mad cause they love me. They wanna vibe with love is love. 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 Always what's happened to you. How about them crazy things you do, you? If you gon' dish it, then eat it. Hungry ego and you feed it. Starve yourself of what is true. Because you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad cause they love me. I said you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad cause they love me. They wanna vibe with love is love. 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 Oh, oh, oh. They love me, they love me, they love me. Oh, oh, yeah. They love me, they love me, they love me. Oh, oh, because you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad cause they love me. I said you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad cause they love me. They wanna vibe with love is love. They wanna vibe with love is love.